Good, beautiful morning, everybody. Welcome to the Friday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul. This is our live Q&A day, so feel free to ask any questions you have. Information, guidance from your guides, your angels, ascended masters, loved ones. Whatever question you have, feel free to ask. That is what we're here for today. I also want to make note to everybody, we have our 101 Masterclass, which is starting June the 24th. It's called Awakening. You can register now at WilliamMichaelForbes.com. Please go and register for the course. This is a course that will teach you how to begin to connect with, sense, and know your guides, your angels, ascended masters, the other beings that want to work with you, to actually sensitize your awareness to a degree and extent that you can perceive and feel their presence around you, and also identify the ways in which they communicate with you, because there's lots of different ways that your guides and angels will try to communicate to you. They try to communicate to you through number sequences, serendipitous moments, flashes of light. There's many different ways they'll try to communicate with you, and you can become very aware of how they do that with you uniquely. Your guides and angels are unique individuals, like you. Like every human being, you are a unique individual. They are unique individuals, and like your friends and your family on this physical dimension, everybody has their own way of communicating to you. So too do your guides and angels have their way of connecting to you, and you can learn to discern what that is through processes of sensing energies and other tools that we use to teach you how to sensitize your consciousness to be aware of your guides, your angels, and others. So yeah, we're gonna do Q&A today, but I want to just remind everybody, please go register for the masterclass as soon as you can. It is going to be a limited amount of spaces in this class, which we've not done before. We've never limited the classes, but I'm told we need to reduce it down now. I'll remind you again at the end of the show, before I finish today, that you can register again for the 101 Masterclass entitled Awakening. Drusilla saying, yeah, I can feel my guides and angels. Yeah, it's really important to become sensitive. We get so conditioned by this world that we only use our external senses. But you also have internal senses, and we go into great detail on how you can awaken those internal senses. We call them clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, and claircognizance. Clairvoyance means to see clearly. Clairaudience means to hear clearly. Claircognizance means to know clearly. And clairsentience is to feel clearly. Some of these are similar to the functions of intuition and inspiration, and some people call it getting downloads. Those are the faculties, the internal faculties that have for most people been left dormant because, face it, when you come into this world, most of what distracts your attention is the outside world. There's very little that goes on that inclines you to look inwardly into your inner self, into your inner knowing. You know, women have for centuries been admired for their intuitive capabilities, their knowing abilities. This is clairvoyance and clairsentience and claircognizance at work. But male or female, everyone has these dormant, innate abilities. They just did not get developed by the environment because the environment focused on having you look outside with your ears and your eyes. Why do you think Jesus said you have eyes but cannot see and ears but cannot hear? He's saying that's because your inner eye and your inner ears are closed because you're so attached to the outside senses. But let's see what we got here. We got Sharanya, Sharanya Divya. Hi, I hope I'm pronouncing your name properly. He's asking, what is the timing of the session for the 101 Masterclass course? It starts on June the 24th. There are lessons ranging from Sunday through till Friday. Every day of the week, there's at least a 1-hour lesson. We do special lessons on sensing energies, other mechanisms for practicing how to get your inner senses awakened. We also have a meditation portion of the program where you are talking to your guides, your angels, ascended masters. I channel them, and then you learn how to hear them and experience them directly yourself. But they usually run on Sundays from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Mondays, they usually run from 4 to 6 p.m. Tuesday, we have an event that usually runs from 1:30 to 2:30. Wednesday, 4 to 6. Friday, 4 to 6. Thursday, around 1:30 p.m. And then we have Saturday as our off day. This is not just a normal course. This is a very intensive learning program. It's not like any other mediumship program you're going to find on the planet. This is an intensive learning program. And if you want to really learn to hear, to see, to know, to feel the truth other than what the world has been telling you, then this is a course for you. So that's a general time frame of the courses. It spans a period of 3 weeks. So each of those 3 weeks, we repeat the same schedule. And again, students receive an itinerary that gives them specific links that you can click on that takes you to each and every live event. All events are held on Zoom, and the videos that are recorded on Zoom are put into a private group where people can, that are members of the group, can easily review and evaluate and re-listen to the lessons over and over again throughout the course and even beyond. We tend to leave our groups open for about 1 or 2 weeks afterwards, so those who need to play catch up can play catch up. But thank you for that question. I really appreciate that. Question from Amy. I'm looking for guidance with my relationship with my husband, please. He seems like he's in a dark place. Any advice for him or me to transition through this? Wow, Amy, thank you for asking that question. I'm getting that your husband is really conflicted. And I'm getting what you can do for this right now immediately is you can begin to hold him in high esteem. In high esteem. I don't know why they're using those words, but in high esteem. But he's got something behind him. He's got something he's pulled forward into this relationship. It's been around for a while. It's not just something new, but it's just reaching a point where it's really stressing the relationship. They're saying it really is important that he learn how to let go of his fear and anger around not being good enough, because it's not true. He's very good enough. It's one of the reasons why you're with him. Yeah, he needs to let go of the anger and fear that he's not good enough, and you need to hold him in high esteem. You don't have to do it overtly, but in your heart, like always have the vibration of love in your heart for the man you love. And I think we should have that for the people we love in our lives. We should hold them in high esteem in our hearts, right? Thank you, Amy. Hi, Anne. A question from Anne. I was cleaning out a cabinet of old dishes for my mom this morning. In the bottom of this cabinet was all the pieces of jewelry that have gone missing from my jewelry cabinet over the last 3 years. Could you please tell me how they ended up there? I am being told Playful Mischief. I'm told Playful Mischief brought them there. Playful Mischief brought them there. They're telling me to tell you we wanted you to be very surprised, and we know that you were. There are more surprises like that to come. Be prepared. They will be very pleasant. This is not the only place that this Playful Mischief has been functioning in your life. But that's wonderful. Congratulations on that wonderful surprise. Really appreciate it. Someone's saying on... So someone's at Carmen. Hi, Carmen. Carmen's asking on TikTok, is there any message for me about healing and romantic relationships this summer? Yes, the inner healing is connected. The inner healing. They're telling me the inner healing. Your inner healing must occur for the external romance to occur. They're not separate. That's why it hasn't happened yet. So Carmen, you need to really let go. You need to go back and release some old emotions from your body. You need to release some old emotions from your body that are connected to past experiences. These emotions are an unconscious wall between you and what you want. This is not something surprising. Everybody has them. But for you specifically, you need to release those old emotions. A simple tool they've given me that we give to all of our students that are now using it actively in their lives. What you want to do is find out, go back. I'm being told to tell you to go back to around age 12. Age 12 and 13 is where this emotional element happened with regard to romance. It affected your romance between ages 12 and 13. The emotions that are there, remember those emotions, find out where they live in your body, use your breath, and draw them out of your body with your breath. You can literally breathe emotions out of the body and release them. You can literally do that. And it doesn't matter what point in your timeline or your history that those emotions were stored. If you are intentional and clear about the emotion, where it lives in your body, and you use the breath in a specific way, you can literally release those old emotions from your body in a single breath. Sometimes it might take 2 or 3, but generally you'll feel a sense of well-being occur when you can release old emotions from the body, right? Congratulations, Sam. And when that happens, the romance will come very quickly, quicker than you think. Good morning. Hi, Lauren. Sylvie's asking, hi, William, any message for me about my life purpose, mission? I'm lost. I'm being shown pictures of animals, like cats and dogs. Working with animals right now would be really helpful for you. Working with animals right now would be really helpful for you. They're not saying that that's your life purpose, but they're saying it would be really helpful for you to get outside of your confusion. Get outside of your confusion. So if you can, go to a shelter and volunteer for a while, but get involved with dogs and cats and other animals that will get you outside of you, so that the blockage that you have because of your inward focus, you're so focused inward, you're blocking the flow of your energy from coming out. So you need to get working with these animals so that you can start letting your energy flow outward instead of being inverted. Because you keep looking, they're telling you that you keep looking for what's wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with any of you. But you have to stop believing there's something wrong with you. There's not. Get your energy outwardly focused. They're saying in about 6 or 7 weeks, a big change will occur if you follow these steps. Just start working with animals that you can take care of and help and assist. But volunteer somewhere, work with animals. Yes. Message from spirit guides, please. From Fleur. Hi, Fleur. How you doing? Message from your spirit guides. You got this tree being that works with you. That's the best way I can. It's very tall. It's a tree being that works with you. Again, going to the trees, resting on the roots of the trees. This will be very beneficial. The consciousness of this tree being will come through the roots of the trees. So if you know where there's any trees close to you that have large roots that are protruding out of the ground, I'm being shown large roots, and being able to sit on those roots and let yourself receive and feel the guidance, the information that comes. There's something about growing too. Again, the guidance will come from those roots. But again, this being has been waiting for you to connect to it. So if you can, go to a tree that you know of that's got roots that protrude out of the ground. Sit on those roots. Let yourself get in touch with them. Feel the energy coming to you from them. You'll receive the missing piece then. The missing piece. And it's not like a missing piece. It's a piece, a state of being inside. They're saying you need that state of peace inside. You've been disconnected from it for a while. Hi, guys. Good morning. Someone's asking, am I being guided? Hi, Gab, 2018. Am I being guided through the issues with my parents? Yeah, you are being guided through the issues with your parents, but you have to take an active role in it, they're saying. You have to take an active role in releasing your resentment and disappointment towards your parents. You got to release your resentment and disappointment towards your parents from within yourself. You don't have to do anything to them. Just release that resentment and disappointment from within yourself. And the other things will start to fall in place spontaneously and naturally. It's kind of like a domino effect. When you remove one blockage, other blockages just start to come out to be released. So again, you want to release those emotions you're holding on from inside yourself. Yes. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Baba Gir is asking, I'm really seeing life differently lately. I don't seem to have much tolerance or interest in things. Any advice or thoughts for me currently? Yeah. Meditation, Baba Gira. Internal meditation. You need to go from trying to figure the world out to knowing yourself. The process of meditation is going to be really beneficial for you. Getting your mind detached from the world so that you can connect to your source. And then the function of purpose will reveal itself in how you will assist other people. Because you cannot assist other people from what you already know. about what you think you should or should not be. Through the connection to your higher self in meditation, you'll come to an understanding of exactly what your purpose is in relation to serving others. Because service to others is becoming very important at this time, especially for you. Wow, thank you so much. Great question. Oh, you're very welcome, Sylvie. Indy, do you have any messages for me in regards to love? Yeah, Indy. If you want to find love in the world right now, begin to see love in the world right now. Begin to see the love in the air that you breathe. Begin to see the love in the movement of the trees. Begin to see the love in the life that moves around you. Begin to see love all around you. And then begin to look within and find the love within you. When the two meet, you will have that love that you seek in this world, but the two must meet. You must know the love within and the love without. Wow, I like that. That's really cool. Thank you. Good question. Question from Tanya. I was told I have another guide named Corey. Is this right? If so, can he relay a message to me? Benjamin is my main guide. I get a strong yes for Corey, but Corey seems to take a bit of a back seat to Benjamin. But yes. Well, kind of more of a back seat role means a supporting role. He's actually assisting Benjamin and pushing things forward. But yes, that is very true. You do have that other guide as well. Most people have 4 or 5 or 6 guides. Some people work with ascended masters. Some people work with other star beings. Some people work with Pleiadians. Some people work with Syrians and Lyrans. There are some people work with nature spirits and devas and fairies. There are so many dimensions of consciousness that we can't perceive with our 5 physical senses because of their limited range. But with your consciousness, you can learn to tune your awareness to different ranges of perception and tap into and connect with your guides, your angels, and those that are here to help you at this time of learning, right? Come out to our masterclass. Starts June 24th. I'll put a notice up on the screen again in a minute. But you really want to learn to do that. Good morning. Oh, you're very welcome. So somebody's saying, Amanda's asking, do you think I'll be able to heal my mom when I take your course? I believe anything is possible. Is it possible that your mother's wanting to allow that at this time? You see, there's your journey and there's her journey. Every one of us has journeys. We witness lots of miracles in our courses. We see them all the time. People being able to walk who couldn't walk before. I think we got a couple of people that have experienced that in our course here today. People that weren't able to walk properly, were on horrible pain medications for years, and they got off. It's really important. So yeah, anything is possible. We've watched miracles happen. We've watched people heal around people. We've watched people heal themselves. And again, the journey of each soul is unique and cherished. And your mother's journey is a journey. Yes, I know. I'm being told someone's telling me you might also be holding her back because of your fear of being alone. You might be holding her back because of your fear of being alone. But yes, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Question from Animo. Have I made any progress with my intention of clearing astral karma, and is there guidance for this endeavor? Yes, thank you. It's a great question, and this is a general understanding that they've given me. That anytime you learn the process of releasing your attachment to old emotions, whether it's emotions from your experiences in this lifetime or experiences that you've carried over from other lifetimes and you're embodying here. The minute you learn how to get into your consciousness sufficiently enough as to access, transform, and transmute old emotions in your biology, you can literally let go of all karma from the past. It is possible to release all karma from the past. We've got a lot of students who were carrying a lot of baggage, and they're not carrying that baggage anymore. They've learned how to release old, dense emotions from their bodies, which you can learn to do to release those old emotions. So yes, absolutely, you can clear it very well, and you've been doing a good job. Keep it up. Find out where you hide the emotions. Find out where the emotions are hidden in your body and release them. I'm also being told to say there's a lot of dark entities on this planet right now that are tapping into a lot of the people that are afraid because they live off the energy of fear. A lot of people don't understand that. Energy is food for some of these beings, and your fear is a type of food, and Your love is a kind of food. Love nourishes, fear does other things, right? So yeah, there's also lower vibrational entities that you want to get clear of as well. Question from Co-Create TV. Any advice for my mother, Jinu, who was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer? Should she have the surgery? Again, I'm not a medical professional. I'm a spiritual medium. I am bringing information through that's coming to me right now. And one of the things I'm being told that you need to connect to your mother with and get her to consider this. A lot of people don't understand that every single cell in your body is listening to you right now. Every cell. It's not just listening to you and your thoughts. It's listening to what other people think and say. And everything in our experience of this world functions as a suggestion, acting upon us or we acting upon it. For your mother, I would encourage this. Again, I'm not a medical doctor, a medical professional. I'm simply relaying information that I'm receiving. So communicate, have her communicate to the pancreas, go to it, and tell her to spend every day, as often as she can, letting her awareness commune with her pancreas and extend to her pancreas gratitude and appreciation for everything it is doing. Extend love and compassion to it, for it carries her suffering. The pancreas has been carrying her suffering. That's where she stores her suffering. Her older pains, her deep pains are stored in her pancreas. So she wants to get into a deep, profound communion with the consciousness in the pancreas and communicate to it that she really loves and appreciates all it's doing for her. And tell her to do that for an hour a day at least, but to really become aware of how the pancreas feels and responds. And if she needs to, tell her to go to a medical book or something and pinpoint exactly where the pancreas is in the body and have her bring her awareness to that point in the body. You know, just the same way as you learn to open and close your hands, all those cells are listening to me and responding to me, right? They're doing it right now. I'm asking them to do that. So those cells are receiving my thought and responding to it. Every single part of the human body can function in a similar fashion. When you get into a proper relationship with it, it can learn to respond and react. Most human bodies are repositories of emotion. And if you don't understand how to change or alter emotional energy, they will affect and influence our organs, our nerves, our glands, our muscles. Certain thoughts, certain emotions cause certain functions in biology. Just like the thoughts of wiggling my fingers is a thought in my mind that causes this behavior. So the same thing is true for many other areas of her life. But please have her do that. Have her get into communion with her pancreas, be very grateful and appreciative for it. Have her extend her love to the part of the pancreas that is suffering. Have her give her love to it. That part that's suffering, the part that they've identified as being diseased. Have her go there and communicate. Thank you. I'm grateful for everything you're doing. I will not ignore you. That's an important thing. When a part of you feels ignored, part of your body, even you, if your environment, your friends, your family aren't paying attention to you, it doesn't feel good when you're ignored, does it? So if you're not paying proper attention to your body, even the cells in your body, they can start to die. They did scientific research where they took plants and they had one plant get love and they had another plant get ignored and they had another plant be angry at people being angry at the plant, and they found that the plant that was ignored died before the one that was angry, and the one that was loved flourished, right? But your cells are no different. Every single cell in your body is a living, sentient being. Think about that. Every cell of a human body is a living, sentient being. And they all work together for you, right? All the cells, the millions of cells in this hand are working under my direction. And I can think beautiful thoughts about myself and I can think horrible thoughts about myself, and the cells will react and respond. Please have your mother give love to the pancreas every day for the next few weeks and watch what happens. And have her go back and get it checked again after a few weeks. Yes, I'm going down. Oh, Lauren said she got disconnected. Good morning, Lauren. Your question. Here's your question here. How do I get love back from my boyfriend of 26 years and father of our sons? Well, the very first thing you need to do is you have to realize the love is not gone. Love is not gone. If it is not within you, you cannot give it. You must restore it in yourself first. Restore love within yourself, and then extend your love to others. Even in thought, if you transmit a thought Thought waves move at the speed of light. You transmit a thought, somebody affects them immediately, and transmit your love and your gratitude to your husband and your sons. Like really go deeply into this. No matter what you think about them at any time, always go back to the function of love, and hold them in your mind's eye and be in the vibration of love and extend that and see them receiving it and see them and feel them responding to your love, right? Because they will. They're your children. Children are so connected to their mothers, and what mothers think and feel has a great influence over the growth and development of children, even the unspoken words. But what you think in your mind and feel in your heart towards your children will loan itself a great deal to healing that relationship and restoring it to what it can be. Thank you for that question, Lauren. It's not just for you, it's for everybody. Hi, Kayla. How you doing? Someone's asking, short and sexy is asking, is my mom or my mom's or dad or any one of my friends? First of all, you're not alone. It is very important you understand that you are here to be reminded that you are not alone. Move your attention away from your grief. Move your attention away from your grief. And feel the love that is around you and within you. Pull your attention away from your grief and feel the love that is around you and within you right now. You can do this right now. Open your eye. Open your eye. You can do this right now. Pull your attention away from your grief. Just pull your attention away from your grief. You'll feel the immediate diminishment of your discomfort. For as you move away from the grief, you begin to perceive a different frequency. And this, the vibration of companionship, that you are not alone. They are around you. And there is love within you, even at this moment. Wow, I like that. Hi, guys. Let's see. Somebody's asking here, excuse me. Do you open my channel of mediumship and clear abilities, or is it through the practices the system will open up? Yes. They spontaneously, there are practice, just as you learn how to spell and read and walk and talk, mediumship, communicating to other realms of information, is a practice. There are certain things that you do. We have devices that we learn. We use cards. We use various oracle cards you use as devices to practice, to train your inner senses. We also use a practice of sensing energies, where you can sense and feel the presence of these beings around you. We have other mechanisms that we use, but your application of the mechanisms is what teaches you to open and awaken your inner clairs. That is your inner senses, not your outward senses, your inner senses. Clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance. They have a specific way of being developed, just like your sight, sound, touch, taste, smell, walking, talking had to be developed. So too do these inner faculties need to be developed. Now, everybody has them. Everybody has intuition. Everybody has clear seeing. Everybody has these inner abilities, but they have not been properly developed because most of humanity's attention is outwardly focused. So we're always focused out there. So the inner knowing, the inner intuition, the inner feelings don't get developed properly. But yeah, the course will help you develop that. I hope you'll join us. Oh, thank you, Victorious. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm being told I'm being told there's somebody who needs to be taking an increase in iron. I'm being told, I don't know who you are, but I'm being told you're feeling really fatigued. You need to increase your iron. That will reduce your fatigue. And you're a female, not a male. Wow. Cool. Santi is asking, does my mom regret having me as her child? Not for a moment. You must understand that the child you are is not of the parent themselves, but that divinity within you, which gave rise to your presence in this world. The divinity within you is your mother. The divinity within you is your father. They love you. They love you deeply and profoundly, which is why you are here. It is why you are here, to hear these words. It is the divinity within you that is your mother, and the divinity within you that is your father, and they love you dearly. Wow. Wow, that's important. That's really important. Thank you for that. I'm glad you asked that question. Someone's asking, can the beings that are present with me say something about the plans of the WEF to impose complete totalitarian on us? So many people are completely unaware of how they control our minds. Thank you for that question, Sonia. I've been told in no uncertain terms that the entire mechanism of evil that's unfolding on the planet is about to crumble. It's actually beginning to crumble right now. That I've been told there's these things called, I don't know what these are, I've just been told this, that the fingers of God are going to be holding them accountable. And again, I don't know what that means, but that's what I'm being told. So I was told not to get involved in too much of that, but that it was being handled right now, that it's being handled right now. So I have no fear. I have no fear around that. You should not have any fear around anything. They want you to live in fear. If you live in fear, they thrive. If you do not live in fear, you thrive. I like that. Thank you for the question, Sonia. Thank you. That's beautiful. Tanya saying, I'm sending healing to all who needs it. And it's really true. When you send out an intention like that, you really do affect people. You really, really do. Someone's asking for a message from their husband on the other side. It's funny. He's giving me the song. He's giving me a song from an old movie called, the song's basically, always look on the bright side of life. It's an old Monty Python movie. That's what he's giving me. This kind of like dancing thing. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. That's very clear in my mind. He wants you to remember that. Always look on the bright side of life. Always. Yes. He still holds your happiness in high esteem. He still holds your happiness in high esteem. I like that. Thanks so much, Dan. I like when they do that, when they put a song through. Someone's saying, my life is upside down. Is there any message from loved ones? Sandy, there's a lot of people who think their lives are upside down. Remember, your life is upside down because you're distracted by the world and the world view of things. You need to teach your mind. You need to teach your mind to be still, to be quiet, to be peaceful. And in that stillness and in that peace, you'll begin to formulate a reawakening. Our one-on-one masterclass is all about awakening. You are not your thoughts. You are not your memories. You are not your emotions. That's information you've acquired while living in this physical dimension through a physical medium of expression. You really want to get yourself to a place where you are not being run by the external world, but the external world is being a manifestation of your consciousness. But yeah, you want to really get to that place. Get to that place right now. You're not here to suffer. There's nothing wrong with you. Nothing wrong with any of you. Please remember that. There is nothing wrong with any of you. There's not. There's nothing wrong with you. Even though you think there might be, if there's thoughts in your mind that are batshit crazy. I've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. You're not your thoughts. You're not your emotions. You're not your memories. You are a soul. Your thoughts, your memories, and emotions are tools or resources you have to learn how to use to begin to effectively create in this physical dimension. They tell me this all the time. There's nothing wrong with anybody. You just have to learn how to reassert your divine authority over thoughts and emotions, which in turn directs and causes actions and events to unfold in your life. But there's nothing wrong with any of you beautiful souls. Remember that. You just have to change the thoughts in your mind, because a lot of the people you're being programmed. A lot of people are being programmed with thoughts and beliefs and ideas that are not life-serving. Most of the television, most radio, most news is not based in creation and love and community. It's based in division and fear and suffering, right? Which is all darkness, right? But you are responsible ultimately over what you will think or not think, and you must reassert that authority. But in the last analysis, there's nothing wrong with you. You are a beautiful soul, just learning how to create in a physical dimension of time and space, thought and emotion, right? Beautiful souls, all of you. Someone saying, I'm haunted by an alien ghost that's half snake and half humanoid. He claims to be God down here. Hi, Robin. Yeah, there's a lot of people trying to claim that. No, God is omnipresent. It is everywhere. Again, this being that you're dealing with, you need to shift. You need to shift the vibrational frequency that you are in. You're tuned into their energy. There are very dark and low vibrational beings, and there are very high inspirational beings in this dimension right now. Both good and evil exist here. You need to change your vibration. They're telling me to tell you to begin a process of changing what you eat and what you drink. There are certain things you need to give up to alter and attune your vibration away from this being's frequency and influence. Learning to eat more living, live, vibrant foods will be very beneficial. You may also instruct this consciousness to leave your life with love and grace. You release them with love and grace. You speak or think those words to that individual consciousness. I release you with love and grace. You cannot fight them or attack them, for that is the energy they want to keep you in. You want to release them with love and grace. And then alter your vibrational frequency for your biology and your psychology. The nature and quality of your thoughts, what you put into your body, adjust the frequency on which you operate in this physical dimension. Wow, I like that. Thank you. Thank you so much. If anybody got a question, if I can't get your question, just use the super chat feature in that, or you can use the link to the link tree link on my bio. If you want to get a question prioritized, I'll get to it as quick as I can. Yeah, Robin saying it's an effect against my life that started at age 3. Again, no matter what happened to you, because I went through a very traumatic childhood from conventional standards. It was a very great opportunity. I learned a lot from it in the long run. But learning how to release, and this is the challenge that most humans are facing today. Most people don't realize they store and hold emotions in their body. They store and hold information in their unconscious mind. And nobody's teaching you how to change those unstored emotions and those unconscious thoughts. But if you learn how to change the unconscious thoughts and release old emotions from the body, whether you receive that emotion through a traumatic birth, because some people had traumatic births, they hold the energy of that experience in their body. Some people went through abuse, some people went through neglect, some people went through loss. But whatever it is you've gone through, the way you hold emotion in your body will determine a lot of what's happening in your life. And there's a simple way to release old emotions from your body. You don't have to carry them around for lifetimes after lifetimes. I cannot tell how many people I've done readings for that have carried emotions for 10 or 12 lifetimes, anger and rage, and they're at a place where they're absolutely almost feeling murderous because they don't know how to release those old emotions. But the moment they release those old emotions, they're a brand new person. They go, wow, I never felt like that. I never knew I could feel this way. And that's true. And everybody knows that. I don't care who you are. Every one of you knows that you are here for a purpose, that it's not natural for you to suffer. Suffering is not a natural thing. Most suffering in the human kingdom is imposed or self-imposed. Suffering is not necessary when you understand how to alter and change thoughts, memories, and emotions, right? How to release old emotions from the body is really important. We go into that in our 102 masterclass. But yeah, come up and take the first one. Mary Ann Scott is asking, my fiance has undergone another dramatic mood shift, this time for the worst. What is going on and how can I help him? Yeah. So he's got a dark influence on him. He's got a dark influence on him. He's got a dark influence on him. How can she release this from him? How can she facilitate a release in this? They're telling me to tell you it's really important that you not focus on his dysfunction, but focus on his goodness. Keep your attention on his goodness. They've got you focusing on his dysfunction, so it amplifies it. Focus on his goodness. That will begin to shift the energy. Do this today. Even now, right now, sit and focus on all the beautiful things about him. Keep that in your mind. For the next 10 or 15 minutes, just focus on all the good things that you love about him. Everything. And let yourself feel that in your heart, okay? And you'll receive a surprise at the end of that 15 minutes. And then please leave a comment in the comment section under one of my videos on my YouTube channel when you experience that surprise, please. But yeah, only hold in your mind and heart all the beautiful, wonderful things that you love about this man. Keep your attention on that. That's going to shift the energy. You watch this. It only take 15 minutes. Do that. Do that right now, Mary. Lauren saying, Archangel Michael asked us to put on his cobalt blue cloak of divine power, light, and protection. Yeah, you can definitely do that. She's also saying, what an amazing example of the power of forgiveness and understanding you are after what you've been through. So many of us are grateful for your presence in our lives. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for yours as well. Because whatever you've gone through, you can transcend it. So how can I get happiness or love if my love and happiness is under an interdimensional attack? This is a great question. You change your vibrational frequency. Okay, so I'm listening. I got 2 radio sets right here. And they're both tuned to say 107.5. And they're playing the same music. If I change the tuning device on one of those radios, it goes to a different station. When it's in tune with the other one, you hear the same station. You need to change your vibrational energy state. You've got to change your emotional vibration. You need to change your psychological frequency. And you do that by altering the energy in your body, the thoughts in your mind, and the emotions. And it's not a difficult process. Literally, like, I'm being told to tell you, access a feeling of love right now. Like, access a feeling of love for you. If you could feel a feeling of love, how would it feel in your body right now? Consider that. If I could feel love, how would it feel in my body right now? Consider that thought. The moment you consider that thought, you're beginning an adjustment in your frequency because your attention is shifting to the understanding of what love is as a frequency in your body. Once you tune your awareness to that frequency, you begin to shift away from the lower vibrational influences. Then the practice is to remain in that state, to cultivate it, to nurture it, to practice it in thought, in word, in action. What does love say? What does love think? What does love do? You will shift your alignment away from that frequency. You will retune yourself away from those energies. A lot of people don't know they can change the frequency of their energy. Right? And you can. You can at any time. Great question. Thanks so much. Someone's saying, I've convinced my partner that I want to take this course. What if you miss one day? If you miss a day on the course, Amanda, you have nothing to worry about. Every single lesson is recorded and placed upon the group wall where everybody can review it at their own leisure. So it doesn't matter what part of the world you're in. The events and the live events will always be recorded for you to review and practice. We have a study group, so students in the class can practice with each other too, outside of the regular hours of the program, and we highly encourage that. But yeah, you don't have to concern yourself with missing 1 or 2 lessons. They'll always be available for you to observe at any time throughout the 3 weeks, and usually an extra week beyond that. Someone saying, Tara is saying, my life is blowing up. Something good is coming in. Yes, it is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. You've been wanting that for a while. He said, she's finally opening up to it. He's saying that you finally opened up to this. So grateful that you finally opened up to this. That he's grateful you finally opened up to this. Wow, I love that. Thank you so much. Question. Thank you for the super chat, Dova Queen 420. Hi, my cat is missing and would like assistance. Was homeless at the time and he wasn't fond of being in the car. Also would like to know if I need a new car instead of putting more money into message to help with kids. Okay, let's go one thing at a time. Missing cat. Yes. I'm getting that he's in a shelter right now. It's been picked up and taken to a shelter. I don't know what shelter, I don't know what city you're in, but I'm getting that he's been taken to a shelter right now. Yeah, wasn't fun being in the car. Also would like to know if I need a new car instead of putting, yes, you do need a new car. There's something to do with the braking system that's old. You want to change that car. You want to change that car as soon as you can. But do so, make the change because you're open and receptive to something better. You must decide that now. I'm open and receptive to something better. Before you make that move, I'm open and receptive to something better. Must be a conscious choice. People don't realize the power of a thought when you say, I'm open and receptive to something better. The moment you speak those words and you can feel the energy of them, because every word creates an energy. So you say, I'm open and receptive to something better. You feel the energy of those words, and that will facilitate the new car. As for your children, you can probably learn more from them than they can from you, but the delight of living, the delight of the difference, the delight of change. Do not let your fear continue to influence them. Learn from the excitement in their eyes. Learn from the excitement in their eyes about the process that you're going through. Do not let your fear influence the joy of change that this process you've been going through has afforded them. Yeah, so they're telling me all these changes you're going through have been really an opportunity for them to experience the world in a very different way, to experience change and a dynamic experience. Wow, thank you, Dova Queen. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I got time for one more question on TikTok. Anyway, hi, my name is Nicole. Would you have a spiritual guidance for me, please? Hi, Nicole. Wow. You need to really breathe today. They're telling me you got too much tension. You're holding onto too much in your chest area. You're holding onto things way too tight in here. They're saying you need to open up your heart chakra more, shoulders back, open up the heart chakra, and breathe. And imagine you could breathe love into your body. Like imagine that love is a field. By the way, love is a field and it's all around you, right? So open your heart center up and draw your breath in like you can breathe love into the body. And draw that in, believing and knowing that you're drawing that energy into, give it to every cell, to every nerve, to every organ, to every gland in your body. Yes. They're telling me to tell you to do this. Like right now, draw that in, like you're breathing love into your entire body, your brain, your eyes, let every cell in your body, because you're using intention. When you're drawing intent, I'm drawing love in with my breath. Your body will feel that intention and the cells will feel that intention. Okay, so do that. So like really breathe and draw that energy in deliberately and intentionally, drawing love into every molecule of your body with your breath. Do that right now. And you'll start to feel the energy shift instantly. Like you'll feel it start to shift instantly. Oh, you're welcome, Dova Queen. Really appreciate that. Appreciate the super chat. Someone's saying, I'm curious. My name is Casey, and I'm curious if any of the spirit guides have messages for me. Yeah, they're saying that you need to spend time in the silence. They're saying you need to spend more time in the silence, in your mind, in here. Yes, they're saying get away from the distractions. Make the time to be in stillness. Make the time to be in stillness. Keep your mind quiet. They're saying your mind is a big chatterbox. They're saying your mind is a big chatterbox. You've got to get it quiet. Quiet it down. Simple way to get the mind quiet is slowly and deeply breathe and tell your mind to relax. Literally, you just say to your mind, relax, be still. You think that thought right into the mind, relax, be still, and breathe slowly and deeply. And the mind and the body will start to relax and be still. And in that place of silence, you'll start to feel the relief that you've been seeking for a long, long time. I'm so grateful that everybody came out today. I'm really, really grateful. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow during the meditation. Yes, we got Archangel Raphael tomorrow for the meditation. Again, it's going to be on healing. And no, your mother's not disappointed in you anymore, Sandy. She's not. She did not know how to let that go. She had expectations. She says she wished she didn't have the expectations she placed on you. She says she knew what you really wanted to do, and she ignored that. She tried to make you go in the direction she wanted to go. She says, no, there's no hard feelings at all. Somebody asking if I can see, can I see? I need to know if they look the same. People, I'm not wearing shoes right now. I'm wearing ankle socks because once I finish going live today, I'm going down to the gym to work out. And again, you guys got so many questions. I'm really sorry we can't get to all of them today. But again, for those of you on TikTok, you can go to my bio, and on my Linktree link on my bio, you can send your questions through PayPal to me for as little as $1, and I'll get your questions. And generally, as you can see, we try to answer as many questions as possible here because information is here for you. It really is, but you have that information within you. I want to say much love to everybody. Have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day, and I will see everybody tomorrow during the meditation at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is William saying, have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day. Bye for now.